let's summarize each of William Wordsworth's selected poems. We Are Seven is a conversation between an innocent child and an adult, in which the child insists she is one of 7 children, though some have moved away or even died, depicting her strangely wise perspective on death. In Lines Composed a Few Miles Above Tintern Abbey, the poet has returned to view the church abbey at Tintern. He'd formerly enjoyed the beauty of the place and hopes to retain his memories of it until the end of his days. Michael tells the long tale of a rural family living simply in the countryside. Michael and Isabel work hard to lovingly raise their son Luke, but send him away to work in the city. Both parents wait for their son to return, and they both die at their cottage without ever seeing him again. Strange Fits of Passion Have I Known describes a startling vision of death that the speaker has for a girl he loves, identified only as Lucy. Ode to Duty expresses tension between the need to follow duty and a freer sense of instinct. The poet calls for a following of the laws of God and behaving according to stricter principles. Composed Upon Westminster Bridge, September 3, 1802, is a poem about the view of urban London from Westminster Bridge, a sight calling to the poet's mind the calm of nature when nothing is disturbed or in motion. The world is too much with us expresses the poet's sense of alienation from the life of his own times, rejecting the modern economic system with its emphasis on consumption and purchase, which has wasted and squandered the better qualities of people. In It Is a Beauteous Evening, Calm and Free, the poet describes the narrator walking on the beach with a beloved child. Together they share in a sense of divine beauty and majesty of sea, sky, and sun, though the adult is more keenly aware of this divinity. London, 1802, addresses the great English poet John Milton, author of Paradise Lost, lamenting the state of modern English life as desperately needing purification, with Milton's help. In The Solitary Reaper, the hiking poet hears the indecipherable, beautiful, memorable song of a Scottish woman singing as she works with her sickle. My Heart Leaps Up, also called The Rainbow, is about seeing a rainbow and having an emotional reaction to it as a reminder of the tie of God to man, and having deep feelings of wonder and awe like a child might at nature and creation. I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud regards the pleasure and joy from remembering a vision the poet had of many daffodils seeming to dance in the wind during his walks in the countryside. Ode, Intimations of Immortality, expresses Wordsworth's philosophy on the growth of children into adults and the loss of pure connections to nature and the divine. Surprised by joy, impatient as the wind, shows the great pain of remembering the death of a beloved one years later could be matched only by the original pain. Momentary joy vanishes, only memory remains. Finally, the Prelude is a long, 13-part autobiographical epic poem about Wordsworth's journey of life and learning he undertook as a poet growing from childhood to adulthood.